Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Simon Leach and welcome to our family home here in Devon, England. The weather's not particularly inspiring. You can see it's forecast to be rain all day today and with wind, etc, etc. Before me on the table here I've got some things I want to show you, so let's go to the table. Get the camera down there. Now I hope I can. Just wanted to show you just a selection of small lidded pots, and the reason I'm doing this is because I want to inspire you and inspire me, because I just looked around the house on some of the shelves, and I found these different pieces of pots which I thought I'd show to you. This is a piece by my brother John. All of these pots, by the way, have probably got things inside them, so I'll have to be careful I don't upset them. Throne, lidded, little footed, see those feet? Alright, small little pot there, quite nice. This one, don't honestly know who has made that, but I rather like it. That's made in porcelain, and it's slightly squared, you see, on the corners here. That's because with the finger, after it's been thrown, it's been pushed out in the corners. Alright. Also, it's rather nicely turned, the lid, trimmed. It has a rather nice swirl to it. Rather nice and loose and free. I like that. There's this chap here, which stoneware with this funny lid. Quite interesting though. I imagine it was a bit of an exercise of patience in making it. I don't know why I'm thinking that it comes from Germany. I may be totally wrong. You see it's got a sort of stepped lid there. Rather dark glaze. Not dissimilar in fact to this pot here, which this is a throne cut-sided and a small cut-sided lid, almost like an ink pot. This has got a glaze on it that my father used to call gunmetal, and I've got the recipe for that somewhere if anybody wants it. It's actually got a bit of green baize on the bottom, as you can see. That's by Jeremy. A lot of these pots by Jeremy actually. This is another one by Jeremy, which is actually quite nice. I like this sort of. You see, that's just basically a throne cylinder with a lid, all right, and then with the back side of a knife just impressed into the clay. Oops, this sort of crisscross pattern over the whole thing, and then with a bluey glaze. Okay, that's one of Jeremy's. This one here in my hand is a stoneware example of not a throne example, but a hand built or slab built. This was made by my uncle Michael. That was my father David's brother. This was made in Yelland pottery in North Devon. It's got a rather nice little simple motif there on the lid. I don't know if you can see that. This is like an iron glaze underneath with a whiter glaze on the top of it, producing that result. Let's see, what else have we got here? This is a pot by a well-known English potter called Richard Batterham. Stoneware, ash type glaze with an impressed decoration around the side. My father was always a great admirer of Richard Batterham's work. Well, there's one of his small pots. Here we have an example of a pot, and I really do not, oops, look at that, full of buttons. I really do not know who has made that. It's somewhat dirty, the lid as well. But just another kind of small jewellery pot. Now here's a fine example in Temuku, one of my brother Jeremy's pieces. Again, thrown very thickly, as you can see, cut-sided. This one has feet, and then he's got a mould of a Chinese motif. I don't actually know what that means. Jeremy would tell you. That's quite nice, isn't it? In Temuku glaze on that. Again, another one of Jeremy's. Thrown example, you see, to start with. Then cut. Added feet. Temuku glaze. Here's another one, almost the same again, by Jeremy. The pale blue type glaze. This is another one by Jeremy. Thrown round, cut-sided. Kind of cute, eh? This is a pot. Now this looks, I'm not sure if this is, I don't think it's porcelain. This is made by another well-known English potter called John Maltby, and this is a small little, again quite cute little pot, but this has got some overglaze enamels on it, some gold leaf here, so I suspect this was actually probably fired possibly 3 times. Alright, another one here by Jeremy in the same style as those other ones. And finally, I really don't know who's made this, but I thought it was worth showing you. It's again, this must be, well, obviously not thrown on the wheel, but nice little piece, I think you'll agree. Basically an iron underglaze or an iron slip with an overglaze. Okay, there you are folks, just a few things. I'm not out in the studio here at the moment because it's, well, just don't feel inspired, and I'm looking after Mum today. So, and in fact later on today we're going up to see brother Johnny at his pottery in Somerset, so we'll try to do some video clips from there and get them off to you. Okay, well, this is Simon Leach saying keep practicing. Here are some ideas just to, you know, keep you inspired, keep me inspired, and we'll see you soon. Okay? Ciao. Bye now.